Hey, today I'm going to show you guys how to replace your fuel pump. Usually you want to replace your fuel pump when you start seeing some problems. Like right now I'm replacing mine because I'm having some problems with my car. The idle is really rough. I stall out a lot when I put the car in neutral at a stoplight. The idle is really rough from about 400 RPM to 700 RPM. It goes back and forth. It's really, the car shakes a lot. It seems like it's struggling, like it's not getting enough fuel. I had my fuel filter in this car for over 330,000 miles. I know it's hard to believe in this car. You can't even tell it looks brand new, but believe it, it's 330,000 miles. I saw all the symptoms and it has to be the fuel filter. So I'm gonna show you guys how to change it. And some people want to change the fuel filter when they get like an engine swap, or they go boost, or supercharge, or any high motor modifications, so they can squeeze more gasoline out of their fuel pump to provide power for their engine. So that's another reason why people want to replace it too. But either way, I'm going to show you how to do it. On my Honda, I'm going to say Honda, not Civic, because replacing fuel pumps on these cars are kind of similar. Like you have Del Sol, Integra, Civic, they're all similar. So I'm going to show you how. These are the items that are included in the kit. Here's the fuel pump, the hose, 2 hose clamps, 1 ring retainer, it's really small, it's only one of them, and a fuel filter for the fuel pump. Here it is. The first thing you want to do is locate the fuel pump. For these cars, the fuel tank is right underneath the rear passenger seat. So it's, well, I don't know about, okay, well let's not talk about the Del Sol because that's only a 2-seater, but it's going to be behind the 2 front seats, okay, and it's going to be underneath the floor. And so you're going to have to locate it. You're going to have chairs back there, and you want to remove the seats back there. So make sure you find all the bolts and remove all your seats in the back. When you remove your seats, you're gonna see that cap, weird looking thing. That is the cover for the fuel tank, and that's where the fuel pump is located, underneath that cap. So yeah, when you take out your seats, it's gonna look similar to this. Okay. There are several ways to relieve the fuel pressure in your car. One way is you can start the car and disconnect the fuel pump relay until the car dies. When that happens, that means the fuel pressure is relieved. Another way is we can take the cover off, and you'll see the wires connecting to the fuel pump. You can disconnect the wire and then start the car. It will probably turn on, it probably won't. But whatever the case, whenever it's cranking, after you're done trying to turn it on, the fuel pressure will be relieved no matter what. And before you do all this, I think it's best that you disconnect the negative terminal on your battery, just for safety reasons. I'm going to relieve the fuel pressure by disconnecting the wire to the fuel pump and then starting the car, because that seems to be easier for me instead of disconnecting the fuel pump relay. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to unscrew these screws that are holding the cover down. After the screws are off, you're going to pry it open. You can wear safety goggles like I am. You can wear it if you're scared that you haven't removed the fuel pressure later on. That's what we're about to do now. You're going to see the 2 lines coming in. And you see the rubber boot. You want to remove the boot cover right there, the rubber cover for the plug. And you'll see the plug, the brown attachment. You're going to unplug it. Here it's unplugged. Now you're going to start the car, and it might turn on, but wait for it to die, or crank it for like 5 seconds. There it goes, it just died. After it's unplugged and the car has died after the start, you can now remove the fuel lines just get, for my car, you just get pliers and you clamp it together, loosen it, and it'll come out. After you disconnected the two lines, here's one, the small one, and here's the big one. Remove the nuts surrounding the cap. There it is. Now what you want to do is you want to disconnect the wire right here. There you go, the wire's out. This is a green lock that was there. Now you're going to detach the pump from the bracket at the bottom here. After it's detached, there's a hose right here. You're gonna use a plier and disconnect it from the fuel pump to the bracket. There you go. This is what you want. What you do now is you're going to remove this rubber cover away from the fuel pump. So just remove like that. And you'll see a metal retainer ring, a very small one like we saw in the kit. You're going to remove that ring. Remove it with a flathead screwdriver. There you go, the ring is off and the fuel filter is off. The ring is here somewhere. You don't need it because they give us a new ring. But I can try to get it out right here. The ring's right there. And everything's detached. Now you get your new kit and put it back into the bracket. This is the old stuff. This is the new stuff. Okay. So take this protective cover off. Take the rubber from the old, put it around. Just like that. Take off the other cover. The small hole right there. There's an indent right there. It goes in together like a pattern. Put it in. And where the indent was sticking out, you put the ring through. Okay, once you have the rubber piece back on, it's snapped on like this, and the ring is back on, put the rubber piece nicely back over. The old hose, you don't need to replace it. My new hose is way too long, so I think this is for when you actually do need it on a different car. Or you can trim it down if you want. But I'm going to use the old one. There's nothing wrong with the old one. But I think it's easier to use the old one. There's nothing wrong with it. Slide the pump back into the bracket right here. Make sure the grooves match up with the brown rubber. Okay. So should be facing back like this. Right now you're gonna reconnect the hose. Now you're going to slip the bottom of the pump into the bracket. It should come back in like this. Make sure you already tightened that one. You already clamped it back. Make sure you clamp the one closer to the fuel pump back, okay? Make sure everything's secured. And this is it. This is what everything should look like when it's done. This is a new fuel pump. Now let's put it back into the car. car and see if it works. It might take a while because we lost some fuel to up the lines, but it should work.